Ruth Copperwaite has 2 children. Her husband earns more than £50,000, but she doesn't. She thinks the new charge on child benefit is unfair.
I think the government should look at the total household income and not just the income of one parent who goes out to work while the other stays at home. It's just an attack on traditional family values.
The high-income child benefit charge applies to households with children where one member earns over £50,000. In that case, they'll be liable for the new charge at a rate of 1% for every £100 in income over £50,000. But if either parent earns over £60,000, then they aren't entitled to any child benefit at all. They must voluntarily opt out or pay back the benefit. The message from HMRC is simple. If you're not sure whether the new child benefit charge applies to you, you're better off registering for self-assessment by tonight. You can always deregister in future. If you don't, of course, you could face some expensive penalties.
They run the risk that they'll pay a charge as big again as the child benefit they're paying back. And that's not what we want to happen. We just want to get the system up and running. So it's very important they register, even if they do it late.
Facing a budget deficit of over £100 billion, the Treasury said today that it was only fair that the top 15% of households also made a contribution. People earning £30,000 a year shouldn't be paying taxes to fund benefits for those wealthier households. Whether or not those affected think the new charge is fair, the vast majority of the 1.1 million people who it applies to have already registered to pay it through the tax system. The remaining 200,000 have until midnight to do so. Joe Lynam, BBC News.